Welcome in POV gang. We got a yet another video. We doing straight here today. So if you want to see who go looking like this to this, stay tuned to this video and go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. We're going to be using shears and clippers today. So thank y'all for tuning in and welcome. Now in this video today, I will be using my shears and my clippers. Okay, don't mind me putting some stuff away. I am in school, so I do be planning a lot. But he is getting basically a 2 and a 3 on the sides, leading into a 4 and a 5 a little bit. The first thing I want to do with his hair is comb through it to see if he has any calyx. Okay, when it comes to calyx with straight hair, you got to be very, very careful because it will spike up and stick up. But luckily I combed through his hair and he doesn't have any. So while I'm going through his hair, I'm looking for abrasions as well. So, he doesn't have want to make sure we don't infect like a scar or anything. So I do pay attention to that. Now while I'm combing his hair, I want to thank y'all so much for y'all support and getting my video to certain views that I've never expected to get from it. Y'all are amazing and thank y'all so much for subscribing. We are currently at 32 subscribers and we just keep building every single day. Now I did release a unboxing, so y'all want to check that video out, y'all can. But right now he does want his front bangs to be right above his eyebrows, so I make sure to comb that down. And then on the right side, as you can see, he puts his hair to the right. So I want to make sure I do cater his hair going to the right and not necessarily going down like this, because when you go ahead and put his hair to the right, the layers might not look right. Now we want to layer his haircut, which I will be doing in the beginning. So with straight hair, I do like to be tedious and careful. I don't like to take too much off. I like to take a little bit off and then show them, and if they want more off, we can do that. Now it's time to wet their hair. I did put like a paper towel neck strip on them instead of a regular neck strip, so that the paper towel neck strip can catch the water. I do end up putting a towel on them. I don't know why I didn't at first, but yeah, I still ended up putting a towel on them as well. But because I'm going to be using shears to layer everything, I'm going to need to wet his hair, because if you do it dry, you can do it dry sometimes, but I rather not. Yeah, see the way I'm combing his hair on the right side, just to make sure that everything stays in place and is layered correctly. Now here I have a towel and I put it around his neck just in case his shirt may get wet. And I don't want that to happen. So I go back in with my water mister. And I'm just undampening it, not drenching him in it, because I don't want the water to drip down his face. So I'm letting really my comb transfer all the wetness throughout the hair instead of me keep spraying. Because if I keep spraying, he's going to be drenched in the water. And we don't want that to be dripping down their face or anything like that, because they're going to end up like trying to wipe their face while you cutting them, and we just don't want that. So I do have a pair of shears right here, and the first thing I like to do is I cut the loose ends. What I mean by loose ends, the hair that is hanging over, because I don't want to get that mixed in with that hair that needs to be layered, because he is getting a lineup. So I just go ahead and make the effort in cutting it off. So as I'm cutting the hair, you're going to see I'm using a method. When I go in, right, then I pull out and I curve the comb. Now I don't want to cut the hair, right? Say I don't want to cut the hair using the comb against the head. That's what we're not going to do. We're going to pull it out, and that's how we get the layers essentially. We go up, we do it some more. We go up and we pull it out a little bit more. And then I do that same thing going all the way up. As you can see, I'm gradually going up, just like how you would a clipper. It's the same thing with the clipper, with the scissors over comb. You could do a clipper over comb with this, but I'd rather do scissors. I do love to do straight hair. So that's why I choose to use scissors. I don't know, scissors are just fun to me. But I'm still gradually going up and then pulling that comb away from the scalp so I don't make any patches. I do want it layered, and as y'all can see, it's turning out very good with the layers. And then I also use my thinning shears as well. But look how everything is coming out. And now I go ahead and do that same thing with other parts of the head, making sure I can get it even throughout. And that's how this cut was also easy to fade with the clippers as well, because I use my shears first. So I do love a good shear work, and I do love a good thinning shear work. I don't know. I just like doing it. It's fun. What I don't know what else to say about it. So now it's time to cut in the corner part. As y'all can see, I'm kind of going with it a little bit, like bringing the comb up as I cut. That gives me a different technique when I come into these corners. As you can see, it's layering when I'm going up just like that. I see how the layers are forming. Honestly, I'm gonna learn more terms so that I'm able to explain all this to you all in like better wording. Right now, all I can show you is from my point of view, and that is the reason why I do POV, so I don't have to like explain so much, but y'all can actually just see what I'm doing. And y'all gonna see me constantly come in and clean up the hairline in the back of that neck area, and then I'm just making sure I do get the blend right with these scissors, because the scissors always come first and then the clippers. Now, I know people who just use clippers. There's nothing wrong with that, but I like to use them in combination so I can get the layering right. And who doesn't want to practice shear work? Because you never know, somebody wants to come in there and they want an all scissors haircut. So I initially do his cut like it's an all scissors haircut, and then I'm gonna show him and ask him if this is what you want, and then he's gonna tell me, oh no, I would like it a little bit shorter. And that's when I go ahead and use my clippers, because he does want a fade type of look to it. Now I am lining up with these as well. These are very, very sharp scissors, so be careful, because you can like snip a bit of an ear or snip the skin, so just be careful. These are Black Ice scissors, by the way. Very good company when it comes to barber products. So as y'all can see, I'm just cleaning up some area, and just by me rubbing against him, his skin kind of gets irritated just a little bit. But you see how the hair is already layered? Y'all know, yeah. I hope y'all are paying attention to how I really did the clipper over shears. And y'all can rewind and go back as much as possible. But I know a lot of people on my TikTok requested this video, highly requested my short hair content. My straight hair content. And I just wanted to give it to y'all because I said I would. And this was a perfect time to do it, because all the other ones I do is pretty advanced, and I like to take my time on those. So I didn't record it, but this one I did record with using shears. Now I do have one in the vault where I'm not using shears at all. I have that too, but I really wanted to show y'all what my shear work was like. Now, I am going ahead and make a sharper, more crisper line. I'm using my Tune 45 trimmers. I do think these are the best trimmers on the market right now. Besides that Saber. I've had the Saber before, but these right here are like ultimate. They give like the best of both worlds right here. And something about this blade, man. It's just so super sharp. And I'm able to get around that ear, the nape area. So yeah, but like I say, if I do like content like this, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Okay, just make sure y'all do, so y'all have y'all post notifications on, and y'all know when I post. I haven't posted a hair cutting video in maybe a week and a half, only because I've been busy. But now I'm taking my thinning shears, and y'all see how I'm using my comb, and see how everything is blending in. I use my thinning shears for blending, and that's when I use my comb and I go up gradually, but pulling away from the scalp as I go up gradually. And y'all can see how I'm working with it right here. Gradually, I'm not rushing it. I'm just pulling away gradually as I go up and blending everything in with those thinning shears. Now it's time to move to the other side. Now this side we have to be more careful on because he does have that bang hair that goes across over there. So you want to be able to blend that in as well. And we're going to get into that when we get there. But right now, I'm just going to go ahead and blend in the back. Go ahead and layer the back as well. And that's what y'all will see me do right now. Alright y'all, now it's time to start that blending. I am giving it a lineup. For some reason, this side of his hair when it comes to lineup is a little bit more straighter on the neck. The other side, I don't know, he has like a little curve neck thing going on over there. But look how I am cutting the hair on this side. I'm being more careful because it does hold more weight because his hair is pushed to this side when he does it. He doesn't use any product either, so I want to cut his hair like he doesn't use any product because I'm not going to be putting any product in here. So say if I were to cut his hair and then put product in it, it might not look the same when he wakes up in the morning because I've used product in his hair and he doesn't use product at all. So I don't want to count on that he uses product in his hair. I wanted to cut it as he doesn't use product. Now the other side, I'm doing the exact same thing, going in with the comb, pulling away, tilting, and then cutting up, and then pulling the comb away as I cut up. Now it's time to go ahead and get this right over here, using my trimmers to make it look even sharper. But the reason why this cut looked like this, right, how everything looks laid, and it is because it is layered right now. Nothing is poking out, nothing is spiking. Okay, that's what we want when we do straight haircuts. We want everything to be layered. That's what they're looking for. So sometimes this is what they're looking for, especially with clients who want like a 2 or 3 on the side. They are looking for layers. You can use clippers all day, but when it comes to using shear work, okay, it is very important because they look for both shear work and clipper work most of the time. Now, some of them, most of the time, look if they're looking for a scissors cut, they want them layers. Okay, they don't want no faded clipper look. So this is my first time cutting him, so I wanted to be safe rather than be safe. So I did do shear work first, and then if you wanted to change, I'd use clipper. If you look for more of a fade type look, I'm going to use clippers. Now I go ahead and line him up in the back. I'm pretty sure I know what he wants because he told me already. So I did give him more of a box look in the back. When it comes to lining them up, and like I said, I don't know why his right side is straighter than the other side. He has like this curve thing going on his left side of the back of the neck. So it's not like it's straight, but I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the way he's holding his neck. I'm not sure. All right, now we get into more shear work in this corner area right here. We want to get this hair. Remember to get in there, pull the comb out, just like I'm doing right here. Never cut the hair with the comb right against the scalp because you're going to leave out with some patches, okay? And we not trying to do that at all. Here we go here. And I get around that ear area, the nape. I hear nape area. They be like, get in the nape area. So yeah. Anyway, but yeah, here's how it's going. It's turned out pretty good. I'm liking the layers that I'm doing on them. I'm pretty confident when it comes to shear work. I love to use shears. I'm going to keep saying it, shears. Now, if I could use shear on more coarse hair and get the work done, I'd be vibing. But here is my thinning shears, and I'm going ahead and do the same thing I did on the other side, right? But I would do, like I said, remember I wanted to be careful because this is like this high is more fuller because he does have his hair wrap around when it comes to that. The next thing I do, I believe, after this is I'm going to, I also need to like layer the front as well in a sense. So it doesn't like come off like a bowl cut. So say if you were to let his hair down in the front, you don't want it to be like a bowl cut. But yeah, I'm going ahead and I'm still, fading and blending everything in, and as y'all can see, it's getting very fadeable, very blendable over here. I think it's very important to know how to use shears on a day-to-day basis, so make sure y'all learn how to use shears on a day-to-day basis, because you never want to deny anybody just because you don't know how to cut their hair, because they want like shear work. There's a lot of fringes and stuff being done. So that's another reason why I use shears. And I'm just trying to see where his hairline is. He doesn't necessarily have like a specific curved hairline, so I had to create one on this side because he does wear those bangs right across over here. I don't want it to look weird or awkward. So this is how I'm going about it. Man, these scissors are super, super sharp. But yeah. And then after this, I'm just gonna go ahead and, keep at it. Y'all see what I'm doing. I'm just doing some cleanup work. This is all necessary. Attention to detail is necessary. They feel it. Your client is going to trust you even more. They're going to feel more comfortable in your chair when they feel you doing attention to detail. They're going to feel you when you're not doing attention to detail. They're going to feel it. They're going to be like, oh, they're just breezing through my head. I don't want my client to ever feel like I'm breezing through their haircut and not being attentive to how they want their haircut. That's not the goal. That goal is not to get them in and get them out. It's never to get them in or get them out. It's to give them a quality haircut, make sure they come back, and give them your card information. Give them your card. That is the goal. Is to have a lifetime client come in your chair. Give them a great experience that they never had anywhere else, so that when they come to you, they will be like, oh yeah, I know who I want to go to. I don't want to go to anybody else. This is who I'm going to, and that's the experience that you want. I notice if I do a quicker haircut that the clients do not come back versus when I do a 30-minute haircut, right? The client may come back or may not come back. But when I take my time with them, like 45 minutes to an hour, they absolutely come back, because when I get them clients in my chair, they do not want a here you go quick in and out haircut. They want to sit in that chair for about an hour, and they're expecting it because they want to come, and this is their chill zone, and they want to come here and be cared for. They don't want to come here and be rushed and feel like you don't know what they're doing. You don't know what you're doing in their hair. They come here to be relaxed and to get a nice haircut. Okay? I'm just being honest. This is from my experience. Now, granted, some people do love a good, quick, in and out haircut. Those clients you do have. But most of my clients want to sit in my chair for an hour. I'm being honest. When they book online, it says an hour service. Okay? That's what they're looking for. That's what they book for. If they book for an hour and you get them out there in 30 minutes, they're not getting their money's worth. They're not getting their attention to detail like they want. Okay? They're looking for that hour service. And that's what I'm giving this client right here. Y'all see how I'm paying attention to this curve he has right here? This curve is going a whole opposite way. Now, on the other side, it didn't take me that much to do his curve. But for some reason on this side, I have to pay more attention to it, which is purposely, that's what we are here for, is to pay attention to the client's needs. Okay? Be calm. We don't need to rush, especially straight hair. I'm not rushing no straight hair. I know people who be rushing, and I just can't do it. I just can't sit here and rush a client out my chair at all. I don't do it just for money. I do it because I actually really love it here. Now, I want to go ahead and start cutting the front, right? But I'm like, I have to actually cut this in layers because it's gonna really look funky if he lets his hair be like this, right? It's gonna really look funny if I cut it like a bowl. So I do the same thing with, like I did with the sides of his hair. I do it with the front of his hair as well. Y'all see how I'm pulling away? I'm giving that curve. So since the hair is coming downward, I am going in with the comb and tilting the comb upwards. Upwards and out. Upwards and out. So that way, it can be layered as well, and not have like a straight bowl look to it. That's not what they're looking. They're not looking for that. I promise you, they don't want that bold type of look when it comes to the hair. Now I'm being very chatty on this video because I haven't dropped a video like this with straight hair for y'all at all, like at all. So this is the first one. So I do want to, take my time with y'all and, chat with y'all just to make sure y'all know exactly what I'm doing. And that is the goal here. Now I did cut some strays off, but that's not giving him that bold look. Now I do start combing everything to the right side, and as y'all can see, that thing is blending in the way it needs to blend in. I'm being honest. The way I just cut it and pushed it to the side like this, y'all see how it was blending in already? That's why we did what we did. Okay. Now I do have to come back with my shears, which is not a problem, and blend it and in a little bit more. He wears his hair to the side, so we're gonna blend that in a little bit more. But as y'all can see, man, this cut is turning out nice. And I bring some of that hair that's like right there over because I know like it doesn't need to chill over here on this side. But y'all see everything that I'm doing, especially from my point of view, which is the reason why I do POVs. So I don't have to edit out anything, so that y'all can see everything that I am doing. That is the goal. And like I say, if y'all want me to do any type of video or show anything or anything specific, leave a comment down below. Don't hesitate, okay? I'm here for y'all, not just me. I'm not here to just be chatting. I'm here for y'all too. Now I do take my thinning shears and go ahead and start to blending in, and look at that. Just look, it's so beautiful and how it blends in. I don't think y'all know like what it takes to get straight hair to blend in like this. Like it takes a lot of work for me to, it took a lot of work for me to get to this point. For me to be interactive with straight hair. And I've never turned down straight hair. Since the beginning, I've never turned down straight hair. And that's the reason why I am efficient the way I am doing straight hair. And man, I just love doing it. I ain't gonna lie, this is my favorite thing to do when it comes to barbering, is doing straight hair. I get to work with shears. It's a very harder blend. People think coarse hair is harder to blend. No. Try blending this in with some scissors. Clippers, you can blend it in. Coarse hair is easy. Straight hair is easy when you start learning it a little bit more. But I love a good straight hair combo. Like straight hair combo, man, it's awesome. But I am going to be just doing some cleanup work here until I ask them, is everything okay? Do you need me to change anything? Do you need me to go lower? So, y'all keep watching. All right, y'all. So I'll go ahead and show him in these exact words I say. Would you like me to change anything, lower it, or do anything to it? Let me know. I do this with every single client, and he says he likes it, but he just wants it faded. Like he wants a little bit of fade. So I know what he's looking for, but since I already have it in layers, that fade was so easy to do. Y'all see how I'm combing it and the lineup is still staying crispy? That's what we're looking for, okay? When it comes to doing a haircut like this. So I still am using the big comb and I go in with my 3 all the way open and then I switch it to 3 all the way closed because I'm, like I said, I'm gonna layer this. But look at how it's blended. Like I just want to show y'all how everything is blending in and the purpose of the shear work. Okay, we don't have to do that much work, but just look how everything is blending in so consistently. You know what I mean? So it's still on the 3 all the way open. As y'all can see. Y'all see where my notch is at. And then I was like, hold on, wait, maybe I should just go with the 3 all the way closed because he wants a 2 and a 3. So I immediately just switched to the 3 all the way closed. And then I set in like a guideline. Like you would say this is a guideline, but it's kind of already blending, you know what I mean? It's not like I have to start fresh. This is not like I'm starting on a fresh piece of canvas. It's like already blended in, and then I go in with my 3 halfway, as I would do with a regular fade. Now we at the halfway mark. Look how that thing is blending in. I don't really have to do too much work because my shears did most of the work. And this is why it's so important to know how to do shear work. To be safe, right? I did my shear work first. And then I asked them if you want me to do anything or change anything. And then I adjusted. So, shear work is very important. And I do want y'all to know that. So, I go in with my 3 all the way open as I go up. And look how this is come. Look how this fade is turned out. I told y'all. Then I go in with my 4. And then at the end I go in with my 5. But y'all will see exactly everything that I'm doing. From my point of view, this is the point. This is why I'm giving it to y'all like this. Nice, raw, you know what I'm saying? That we're not doing the cuts and y'all can't see what I'm using or doing. We don't do no gatekeeping, none of that. So this is now a 4 all the way closed. And like I said, look at that blend. We're not working hard with this. We're not working hard at all. Why? Because I already did everything. Everything is done. And then we go with the 4, halfway, then all the way open. I do that with every single guard I put on somebody. Close, halfway, all the way open. I think it's a pretty good system. Look how this has turned out. Pretty sure we all the way open right here. Look at that. But you see how the line is still crispy? The lineup is still crispy. The fade is still crispy. It's just shorter on the sides. It's still layered. Okay? It's still very much so layered. And that's the important part. And then I do the same thing on the other side. Okay? I do the same thing around the back of the head. And then I do the same thing on the other side. Now at the end I did add in the 5. So I can go all the way up a little bit more. I'm still using the 4 all the way open. Now this side is a little bit more, like I said, this right side is always gonna be a little bit more tricky because he does have that hair that comes over here. We want to make sure you blend that in as well. Now this is my 3 guard all the way closed. Same steps, same exact steps, y'all. Same ones I use on the other side. And look at this blend. Look how it's blending in, even though I used my shears already. I used my shears already. Yeah. Be careful. We don't want too much hair coming off on this side, like I said, because everything is pushed over here. His hangover. Now we have the 3 halfway. And look at this. Look at this blend, man. We can't get enough of the blend. Look how important it is to be able to blend with shears and clippers. Now that bang over there is coming onto his right vertical bar, which I do have to be careful with. Now I'm all the way open with the 3. I do have to be careful with this side right here. Y'all see that little hangover right there? I'm trying not to cut too much off because it does have to blend in with that bang area. Now I'm going on with my 4, the other way closed first, and then I go up. Now I'm not digging, y'all. I'm going out with it. Like, y'all haven't seen me dug in once at all. Okay, we don't want to dig in, especially with straight hair. Just don't dig unless they're getting a high and tight, a ball fade, you know. Anyway, yep, we're just kind of like going in and scooping that right out, like, you know. We don't want it against the head. Now we are halfway right now, and then now we're all the way open, and I'm just blending everything in where it needs to be. So while I do that, and y'all just pay attention to what I'm doing from my point of view, You know what I'm saying? Because it's what? That's POV breed, okay? And we blended it in. All right, now y'all, we are done with this cut, and he is loving it. He was like, "Oh yeah, that's it right there. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to hear from my clients." So this was a straight hair video. If y'all do like content like this, go ahead and join the POV gang. Okay, go ahead and join so y'all can know when I drop these videos. Okay. And that is it for this video. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button if you do like content like this. Go ahead and share it with your friends or whatever, whoever. But thank y'all so much for all y'all support. I really, really do appreciate it. And then that's it for this video. I will see y'all in the next video. Any requests, leave it down below.